mansion has a strange beauty to it. Maybe I'll find a way to end this without killing Kirin Jindosh. All right, I need to eliminate Jindosh and find Anton Sokolov. Who would build something like this? And why?
Someone's activated one of the mechanisms in my house.
Jindosh.
Welcome, visitor. My home is always open. It's one of my great curiosities, seeing how the common mind navigates these shifting rooms. I'm Kirin Jindosh, but you must know that. I knew I wasn't mistaken. You skulked about for a time, but in the end, your animal curiosity got the better of you. I invite... No, come up the stairs. You're shy, then. So be it. In the end, you'll be stretched out in my laboratory.
Sounds like some... building.
Eventually,
Should we
I'll
wait
pry
for
apart
Clockwork?
all your secrets.
It'll wake up
I'll
on
make
its
a
own if the
study
fight
of it.
breaks out.
Stand clear! I'm bringing up the arc pylon!
You think at these prices, the man wouldn't keep us waiting.
There's only one Kirin Jindosh. He can charge whatever he likes. Besides, we're rich enough to afford a couple of the Clockworks.
I always have a use for those who seek to pilfer from my home or wish me harm. My assessment chamber has plenty of room for new test subjects, and you'll be in good company, since the infamous inventor Anton Sokolov is there now, residing comfortably, much to my amusement. Be careful. This was devised to test the limits of the Clockwork soldiers. Quite dangerous. My wall of light, the original Sokolov version, is inelegant but effective. This one has been perfected by yours truly. You're quite close now. Now, I can't remember any other visitor getting so far. You feel pride, anticipation. You've managed to deactivate my wall of light. Assessment chamber reconfiguring. Standing by. Navigation assessment chamber reconfiguring. Standing by. This blaze of includes configuration repeat. Know that your last moments, the last vision you behold, is a work of scintillating industry, the very pinnacle of invention. unexpected and truly impressive. Not many people would still be standing after that.
Sokolov.
Can it be? Is that young Emily Caldwin?
Anton, save your strength. I came to take you out of here.
Jindosh has bigger plans than you know. An army of his clockwork soldiers. It would be the end.
I'm going to visit Jindosh too, old friend.
So, you've taken Sokolov. Now what?
Safest to take Sokolov back to the carriage before confronting Jindosh.
Astonishing. You freed Anton Sokolov. You were so close just a while ago, but now I wonder if you know where you're going. At this rate, you may never reach it. Breathtaking. According to the scales beneath the floor and my acoustic sensors, you move quite quickly. Was that your explosive that just went off, or one of my clockworks? A stranger marches into my home and promptly begins blowing everything to bits. How rude. You're somewhere few have gone. The very innards of the marvelous machine.
It's a long way down.
One of the finest views in all Karnaka. It seems you found my bedroom, though I confess sleep usually. Let me for detection. My mind register stopped turning. That indicates that the machine is waking up. All movements are linked. Everything has a purpose. It's all connected, you see. Polishing the walls and floors as if you were born here. Clever. Or are you just moving things at random? Quarry lost. You've beaten one of my clockwork soldiers. I'll have questions about that once I have you restrained. So, stranger, we can add petty thievery to your list of affronts. So many events in motion, each exerting subtle gravity. With Delilah, a new empire could be drawn, and all the old barriers broken. Much could be accomplished. My clockwork soldiers have played their part, but each costs more coin than a wealthy man sees in a lifetime. It could take years to find a solution on my own. But if Sokolov can be tamed, together we might refine the process, making new clockworks at a fraction of the cost. Whether I seduce my old teacher with the thrill of discovery, or whether I'm forced to apply the clamps to his flesh and turn on the voltage, no matter. Whoever you are, you possess a certain persistence and effectiveness.
I used to dream of visiting all the far corners of the world. Ah, the space behind the walls.
So you powered down my arc pylon. How resourceful. Ah, I sense your movements. I know where you are. What's coming next, stranger? Mineral detection indicates some detection without certainty. Something tripped the detection rig unduly. Idling. Commence lens refocus. At last, stranger, you found me. sophisticated laboratory in your...
Ah! Can't you do your jobs and protect me, you idiots?
When this plays, search is underway. Extending exploration of the area. The machine is still searching. Combat playback indicates lost enemy. Entering unauthorized grid. Displays if someone eludes the machine.
What cruelty is this? With this machine, maybe you won't have to die after all, Jindosh. This must be the electro.
Anton Sokolov, once the... A royal physician and...
The other lab machines are draining away too much electricity.
In your prime, the most sought-after painter in all the Empire. My hero in younger days. Now, my puppet.
If you're going to use this inelegant-looking device against me, get on with it, Jindosh. Though I'm not sure what you hope to accomplish. I must admit to feeling a bit of professional curiosity as to the function of the apparatus.
Patience, friend, patience. The sequence of events is important. You'll come to understand my electroshock machine, but when? Before or after that light leaves your eyes? And where does it go when it disappears? Who will tell me that?
Has anyone ever loved the sound of his own voice as much as you do, Kirin? Perhaps the device could tell us that.
No, sadly, it cannot. But what it can do is take from you the thing you love the most. Your precious intellect. If you won't agree to collaborate on the next Clockwork prototype, I'll use the device on that brain of yours, Sokolov.
I refuse. If I'm to be a drooling idiot, at least I won't be bothered by any more of your rambling theory.
The electroshock machine should work now.
You don't know what you're doing! Anything! I'll give you anything you want! Stop! Don't do this! So much will be lost! An age of advancement!
Too bad it had to come to this, Jindosh.
And if I combine the I knew that a moment ago. Does anyone know the answer?
Back indicator. The machine is lost its quarry. Running search. Triggering electrostatic discharge. Stand clear. Successful. Unauthorized presence. This blaze of summoning moves the machine.
Kissed your kids goodbye this morning.
did it. How is he? He's frail and wounded, but he'll recover. I didn't think it was possible. You must have a story to tell. I'll hear it back at the ship. Let's go then. The void, but somehow different this time.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you. But when I was young, sweet Jessamine and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Kaldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
I told you, dear. You're older. How's next year?
You said that last year. Jessamine's younger than me, and she's at court every day.
Isn't this... well... it's complicated. We'll understand someday.
What did I do? I'll be good. I swear.
Next year, I promise.
Jessamine and I played games in the tower, but at night I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess. Then one day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't break it.
Would you like to tell me who did?
We were just playing.
You're my Jessamine. What is your account?
It was her. Delilah's life. She broke it.
I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bedsheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No!
Your sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
Hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not. When I was young, the loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me also took Anton Sokolov. They brought him to the pub where I was being held and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them. He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. But I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
Even in the void, if only I could do more.
Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end. Soon.